the whip. See my reflection, it's all in the paint. That back top, bumming that brake on shit. When I pull up, ride with the pack, but I don't get caught. Been through it all, I'm no stranger to loss. Richard or Lizzie, so I'ma do it for y'all. I don't rap, I just say what's on my heart. Top down, and I'm floating through the city. On the run, deputy out to get me. Top down, and I'm floating through the city. Watch out, on the run, deputy out to get me.
Basics of shooting haven't changed. You can still shoot jumpers, layups, and dunks by simply holding the shot button or pro stick. But this year, getting quality looks and taking high IQ shots plays a much bigger role in your success from deep. When starting a jumper, you'll see the new shot meter fill up. The box inside the meter is the make window. You have to release the shot button or
just about to get underway as the starting fives have been announced. Sit tight. Welcome everyone to a great Sunday night. GA, it's on.
Thank you, Kevin. Rudy Gobert is now a three-time defensive.
He is an intimidating factor for sure. David, thanks. And checking out Utah's opening lineup. In at the small and power forward, it's Ingles and Bogdanovich. Donovan Mitchell is out there with MP. And it's Gobert in at the center. And for the Timberwolves, the backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. Prince out there with Towns. And it's Okogie in at the 3 slot. MP's shot is good. And tonight... Two teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt. And that goes for the players, coaches, and fans.
Edwards kicks to Prince. Passes it to Okogie. And stolen by Bogdanovich. On the wing, Mitchell. Edwards against MP. Back to Mitchell. Almost, but it rolls out. Looking at the last game for the Jazz, it was a win against the Grizzlies in Memphis. Count the basket.
I like what you have there. Russell crafty with the dribble. With the assist.
First quarter, just over a minute played. Right side, Bogdanovich. Mitchell passes to MP. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. And when Towns is on the floor, the attitude of this team completely changes. They play with so much more confidence.
Yeah, I could not agree with you more, Kevin. He's a floor raiser. In other words, he makes everybody else play a little better and lifts up their confidence. And he does it while also putting up monster numbers of his own.
Back to MP. And Minnesota will come the other way. Prince finds Russell. Back to Prince. Utah with the rebound. Got to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
Well, it's really hard to stop them when they're in the groove offensively. They were in a comfort zone all game long in that one.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And that one's good. Russell.
Well, I tell you, Russell looking very comfortable taking on aggressive defense and getting the job done. That's good focus on his part.
Russell against MP. Takes it inside. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz are taking possession. Naz Reid, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Malik Beasley comes in for Josh Okogie. The Jazz also changing it up. Whiteside's checked in for Gobert. And Rudy Gay is subbed in for Bogdanovich. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Mitchell. Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for Utah.
To the floor for the Jazz, Jordan Clarkson.
Beasley outside. Russell passes to Edwards. Timberwolves passing it around. Clock at 6.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Pass to Russell from deep. Misses that one. His first miss of the night. 2 for 3. Here's Mitchell. Reid with the rebound.
Boy, that's a look he has to finish, and he knows it. Lone opportunity.
Another miss by Minnesota.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Inside. Here's Whiteside. Good in the assist goes to MP.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Russell against MP. And the call is going to... Yes,
that's his first personal foul. Coming onto the floor for the Jazz.
That pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. McDaniels comes in for Towns, and it's Patrick Beverly in for Russell. Reid with it. Whiteside's there. He can't get it to go. So Utah will take it the other way. Pascal, the pass to MP. Reid with the block. And it's out of bounds.
Jazz substitution.
Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. Down low. Here's Bogdanovich. And Bogdanovich throws it down.
Assisted.
And, you know, stretching out for that one, Bogdanovich showing a little elevation for a guy who typically stays close to the ground.
Russell in the backcourt with Beasley to his side. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Taurean Prince. And it's Okogie in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the Timberwolves 5. And that one's good. Russell.
And they're shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Yeah, and it should help them increase their separation here. I mean, it's been an impressive offensive output.
It's a chance now to catch up the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer Tim Aldridge.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Grizzlies had a huge game. He grabbed 24 points, and along with what he did on offense, he had a big defensive night as well. A terrific all-around game for him. He really put an effort to fill it up out there and make a difference for his team. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Yeah, you know, all indications are that he feels good coming into this one. Feels confident.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
From downtown, good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got 3 assists now in this one. And an important part of every team's game. A look at the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
You know, they've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually, they've got a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
And also, how about the fact defensively, they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
I'm glad we got to see the mobile one block once more. What a play.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
Beasley outside. Pass to Towns. Over Mitchell. Towns, no luck.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good look.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
The pass to Towns. Out to Russell. And they double up Russell. Towns for three. Utah with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
MP dishes to Ingles. There's the three. Offensive rebound. Right side. And the jam by Whiteside.
And the presence of Whiteside in the paint, really unreal. He is a dominant figure down low. Great work to grab that second chance opportunity.
Passes it to Okogie. The Timberwolves again can't hit. To the inside. Out that one in. And the Timberwolves lead is cut to just 9 on the basket from Whiteside.
And they've repeatedly poked inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
That's no good, and he's 3 for 5. MP up top. Good if it goes. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. For Utah, they have split their free throws right down the middle so far.
15.
First free throw is good.
Shooting for Utah, number 13.
And both free throws good for MP. And so it's Minnesota. Great. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Now with guys like Joe. Nikola Jokic, we've seen Clark the resurgence of the center position in the NBA.
Yeah, how about that, Kevin? A little bit of back to the future, because historically centers were the go-to guys on title teams when you look at the history of the game. Even though we've shifted to a perimeter game, we've seen the skilled big men have MVP caliber seasons the last several years.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. And so in the game for the Jazz, in at the small and power forward, it's Ingles and Bogdanovich. MP is out there with Mitchell, and it's Gobert in at the 5, roaming the paint. Here's Bogdanovich, unable to get that one. Prince with the defensive effort. And it's Russell at the elbow. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
You know, Russell's known for his scoring ability, but I like the fact that he's eager and hungry to continue to improve.
And Russell, a player known for his offense, but Greg, he's put in work to improve his play on defense as well.
Yeah, you know, Russell was known for his lack of defense there for a while, but he's been trying to improve that part of his game. It's a long road, but I tell you what, he is definitely taking steps.
Yep, it counts. MP's got 11 points.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse.
Second team foul.
To the paint, here's Towns, and Towns throws it down.
Terrific read on the part of Russell that time. Scanned the court, spotting the open man, and then whipped it there for an easy bucket.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz. And something this team wants from Russell, his ability, Clark, to close games out on offense.
Yeah, and that's something you grow into, Kevin. I mean, and Russell is starting to develop that part of his game, but to create on his own, he knows how to do that now. It comes down to learning on the job as to when to do that and when not to.
Assisted by
nice strong finish from Bogdanovich, showing no fear at all.
Here's Russell with the 3. Rebounded by the Jazz. Gobert's got 6 rebounds in the game.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
MP, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Right to the rim like that. That's your
At the line for the Jazz.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
Naz Reid, he's checked in for Torian Prince. And Utah also making a switch. Jerome, he's checked in for Joe Ingles. Russell passes to Towns. Back to Russell. Doesn't go that time. Now the Jazz take it the other way. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. MP outside. Inside. And with that shot, the Timberwolves lead is cut down to just 3 on the basket from Gobert.
And how about the play by Gobert there in the paint? Not afraid to get physical on his way to the basket.
Reed. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
One shot.
Jazz trail by 8. They've got Edwards. Beasley is out there with Prince. Then it's Patrick Beverly. And it's Reed in at the center. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Back to MP. To the middle. Here's Whiteside. Good in the assist goes to MP. MP's got 6 assists here tonight.
You know, with that kind of height mismatch, you've got to send help defensively.
Here's Reed. And it's Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. MP's shot is good.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Edwards is in. And Edwards with the stop.
On the front foot, attacking the defense. This is Anthony Edwards at his best.
To the inside. Count that ball. The Timberwolves lead has been cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Hassan Whiteside.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Reed misses.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Clarkson passes to MP. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Back to Reed. Takes it off the glass.
Nice read by Edwards there, finding the wide open teammate and sending the ball his way on target.
And so, MV will bring it up for Utah. 4-point game. Down low, here's Muscala, and there's a nice one-handed slam.
A forceful finish from the big fella.
Well, with a player for that size, you'd think he'd make the highlight reel more often.
Yeah, you know, he just appears to lack an edge at times in this game. I mean, he can be too passive and reluctant on the court.
Clarkson against Edwards. Some solid defense from Clarkson. For Utah, they've gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the 4th quarter on a roll. Here's MP, and it's all even up. MP's got 10 points in just the second half.
Shots for you in big moments. That one's as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind the layup. Come on now.
Minnesota calls timeout.
Coming onto the court for the Jazz.
To the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell him simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Karl Anthony Towns checked in for Reed. Okogie comes in for Malik Beasley. And D'Angelo Russell subbed in for Patrick Beverly. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Joe
He's able to
Ingles.
listen in on what Chris
3
Finch told
points.
the team. He told him, hey, this game is there for you, but we got to go get it. 50-50 balls, get into the basket. We have to give it all right now.
Here's Edwards. And that one hits back iron.
Not sure if he just ran out of gas or what. Not even been a factor.
MP gives to Ingles. MP against Tom. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And it's Mitchell missing.
I wouldn't be surprised if he gets yanked soon. I mean, that's how bad his shot selection has been.
Inside. And they get it. And Towns with the win. Good.
That's what I'm talking about right there. Game on the line. Towns lets nothing stand in his way.
Now MP. Driving in. Money.
Number 13.
Can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Here's Edwards. Rebounded by Donovan Mitchell.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. He just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
6 to shoot. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. The three-pointer, no good.
Timberwolves all time.
Maybe, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes.
Minnesota calls timeout. They're down by 3. 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Is what you take.
And if you can get a three, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Either way, they got to score the ball.
Here's Russell. Yes! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within one.
Talk about saving something for the end. It's D'Angelo getting it done. You the man.
And the foul intentional.
That's his second
Do that
personal
now
foul.
again and again.
First
They're
team
not
foul.
in the penalty yet. And so they foul
Minnesota
intentionally.
D'Angelo Russell. That's his third personal foul.
Got
Second
to
team
stop the
foul.
clock any way possible. I hope they alligator arm a few of those free throws. Absolutely massive free throws. That'll force them into a three-point attempt.
And it's all about the three right here.
No doubt. I mean, the next shot has to be a three.
And they start the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
That's his second personal foul. Third team foul.
Someone different.
They didn't really have
The line for the
another option. I mean, I thought they did a nice job getting it in his hands and making sure he was the guy who'd go to the line.
That ought to do it. I think any chance for a miracle comeback just went out the window with those free throws.
And so it's Utah with the win. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
It really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long and good night, everyone.
Oh, you thought it was the last supper? I bet you did. Yeah, you thought it was the last supper. But it isn't the last with the Lamars. Go back to break bread to the Lamars. Go back to break bread to the Lamars. The Lamars. Go back to break bread to the Lamars. Go back to break bread to the Lamars. What I let you brother wind up. Oh, you think you slick, huh? You better put down my peanut butter wrist rub. It wasn't made for two, and I don't ever remember that I said I would be trading you. Matter of fact, this is our table do, and I had about enough of what you came to do. To get your dirty dirt beaters all up off of my Doritos, string cheeses, and my jaws to Jew. Like what? Yeah, you thought it was the last supper, but it isn't the last with the Lamars. Go back to break bread to the Lamars. Go back to break bread to the Lamars. Go back to break bread. If you what I lunch, you probably wind up the Lamars. Go back to break bread to the Lamars. Go back to break bread to the Lamars. Go back to break bread. If you what I lunch, you probably wind up. Go!
There goes your son. You wanted him, you got him.
Why are you trying to make this so easy?
Well, it's like you told me. I can't teach him how to be a man. It's your job.
Born alone what the motto is. Lived up to every word, overly proud of it. But knowing it's tag teams when you get to the heart of it. For all of us lucky enough to know where our fathers is. Our Father who art in the... I'm attached even when I'm attached to the stool. Thinking I'm doing more than I am. So you hand me the news like I know everything that you on. I'm at... a blurry line with it.
There goes your son.
The make window will dynamically expand or shrink depending on your player's ratings, badges, energy level, and defensive coverage. Taking open shots with high-rated players will be much easier to hit. And once you've put in the reps and know your release well, try turning the shot meter off in the controller settings. If you can still time your shots properly with the meter off, you'll get a nice boost to your shooting percentages.
Another three.
Now, if you're more of a finisher in the paint, to attempt a layup, press and hold the shot button or move and hold the pro stick in any direction while driving to the basket in close or mid-range. For a dunk, do the same thing, but keep the sprint trigger held when you attempt the shot. If your player's ratings are high enough and you have an open lane, your player will attempt a dunk. For new gen players, this year you can force an aggressive dunk attempt by holding the pro stick down while driving and holding sprint. You'll see a new dunk meter on screen.
From Salt Lake. Seems like we've been here before. Yep. Hey, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin.
What a great philosophy. DA, thanks. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. The forwards are Porter and Gordon. And it's Rivers. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Campazzo in at the one spot. And for Utah, in at the small and power forward, it's Ingles and Bogdanovich. Mitchell is out there with MP. And it's Gobert in at the center, filling out the middle. And at this point of the year, what's the main thing you think Brent, head coach, has to do to keep his team focused? The second half of the season.
Well, again, keeping guys in great physical shape, so a balance of playing in the games and getting minutes, but also getting on the practice court, which is interesting after coming out of the pandemic season. Kevin, a lot of teams just didn't find any practice time, and this year, if you get back to the regular season schedule, there's ample time to be on the floor. How do you manage that practice time, and how do you manage the rest for guys, active rest on those days off to be ready for the game?
And that one good.
And all of that size rolling there after that screen. Gobert moves now with such confidence when in the pick and roll.
Now here's Rivers. Averages about 5 points a game. And finished off by Porter.
And that's a great idea. Just throw the lob anywhere and let Porter go get it.
The drive by MP. And it's out of bounds. The Jazz able to retain possession here. It's stolen. It's Rivers on the wing. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. For Utah, they've gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Mitchell passes to Bogdanovich. MP against Rivers. He gets it in there.
Covered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Count that one.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Pass to Jokic. Count it. Good.
Such an outstanding effort there for the big man to stay focused with his shot. Jokic, tremendous concentration.
To the middle. It's deflected. Jokic with the steal. Rivers in the corner. And the pass to Jokic. Denver passing it around. 6 on the shot clock. Mitchell against Rivers. Gobert pulls it in. Looking at the last game for the Jazz, it was a win against the Timberwolves. And it's been wonderful to watch Rivers develop into a veteran leader.
And he understands his role is evolving. The need to set an example for younger players. That said, he still plays with a huge chip on his shoulder. And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this league.
Passes it to Campazzo. Jokic with it.
Remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Pass to Campazzo. Buries it from three-point range.
Well, when it comes to creative passing, Jokic is probably at the top of the list in the NBA.
MP dishes to Gobert. And that one, good. Gobert's got 8 points.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
And really showed their depth when they needed it most. On the road, having to manufacture points.
And watching that, all kinds of contributions and just little things that guys are doing to chip in for that win.
So Utah going with almost entirely new group. Whiteside's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Eric Pascal comes in for Bogdanovich. Rudy Gay's checked in for Joe Ingles. And it's Jordan Clarkson in for Donovan Mitchell. The Nuggets also changing it up. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Jokic. Jermichael Green comes in for Gordon. And Morris subbed in for Campazzo. 1:32 left in the first. Porter kicks to Morris. Outside, Green. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Sinks that one from the post.
That's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
In the corner, it's Morris. Here's Plumlee, and it's jammed in by Plumlee.
Yeah, no more can we talk about underrated jumping ability from the Plumlees. Suddenly he's up and attacking the rim.
MP looking around. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
I mean, if the defender is going to play off like that, and you know what's going to happen, there are going to be points put on the board.
Morris passes to Plumlee, and stolen by Whiteside. And MP gets it to go on the assist by Whiteside. And it's 6 points for MP. The Nuggets trail by 5. Morris outside. The rebound by the Jazz.
That's how to protect the rim without fouling. Force him into an awkward release and a bit of an adjustment on the layup.
Pass to Rivers. One second left. Rudy Gobert, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Utah Jazz. He notched 8 points in the quarter. And the 2021 League MVP, Nikola Jokic, just
has to work, you know, every day.
Into the lineup for the Nuggets.
Going with the new group. Big group substitution here for Denver. Jokic has checked in for Plumlee. Green comes in for Green. Gordon's checked in for Porter. Campazzo stepped in for Austin Rivers. In at the small and power forward, it's Ingles and Bogdanovich. MP is out there with Mitchell. And it's Gobert in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group right now for Utah. Okay, let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Timberwolves was a driven player. He finished with 23 points, and he was efficient out there, whether it was from the field or at the free throw line. And he made it look so easy out there. Everything seemingly came to him effortlessly. Let's see if he has a similar outcome tonight. Kevin?
Yeah, David, he was in attack mode all night long. GA really propelled them to that win.
When he's on, he is on. And there isn't all that much you can do to stop him.
And sometimes you can just look at a guy and you see the confidence that he's playing with. That's what I like best.
Now the pass to Jokic. .112 left in the first half. And here's Morris for three. Drills the three-pointer. Morris has got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, draw the D in, kick it out for the open shot. That's taking the page straight out of your textbook. Well done.
MP right side. And here's Mitchell from the arc. Good on the three-point shot. Mitchell's got 7 points in the game.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
Pass to Campazzo. Now here's Gordon. Campazzo, the pass to Morris. Again the miss by Morris.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebound has been off the shot. Watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim. Morris against MP. Morris passes to Green. Back to Morris. Takes a three. Drops in the tray. He's got 8.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
And so it's the Utah Jazz. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Bojan Bogdanovich with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. So on the floor for Denver, Gordon and Jokic hold down the post for him. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Rivers, and it's Campazzo in at the point guard position. And so many teams looking to space the floor break. How many non-shooters can you play and still have a good offense?
Well, I think most teams go 4 out, meaning you got to have at least 4 guys that are a threat on the perimeter, keeping a vertical spacer at that dunker spot. But if your dunker can also shoot...
just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Good defense by Jokic.
Defense as tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
Finished off by Porter.
I like that, staying alert. Rivers keeping his head up to find the open man.
MP dishes to Gobert. Misses off the right iron. Denver's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Campazzo. A three-pointer is right on target. Campazzo's got 6.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Jazz.
They think about Austin Rivers being the 10th pick in the NBA draft and having such an illustrious high school career.
So Utah going with an almost entirely new grouping. Whiteside's checked in for Gobert. Eric Pascal comes in for Bogdanovich. Rudy Gay's checked in for Joe Ingles. And it's Clarkson in for Donovan Mitchell. Mason Plumlee's checked in for the Nuggets. Green comes in for Aaron Gordon. Shot clock at 5. Pascal. Good in the assist goes to MP. Pascal's got his first bucket in this one. And Brent Rivers certainly racking up the air miles over his career. He's been a valued contributor along the way.
Yeah, the journey continues for Austin Rivers, and there's nothing wrong with that, Kevin. You know, he's a guy who loves the big stage. He continues to have confidence in himself. Consistency hasn't always been there, but man, he steps up at big moments. Teams need guys like that that are willing to put it all on the line.
You know, Greg, sometimes it's just hard to quantify defense, but some new age metrics really value Mason Plumlee.
And there's a stat called defensive box plus minus. Your team is with you on the floor. Year in, year out, Mason Plumlee is top 20 in the league, proving his overall effect on a game on the defensive end.
Porter in the corner. The Nuggets with another miss.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Nuggets, when healthy, are one of the league's elite teams. Aaron Gordon says we have championship aspirations. When you've got the Joker, you have a chance to win every single night. If we play our best, we have a good chance to go as far as we want to. Guys, I just want to go as far as throwing it back to you.
You can throw it to us anytime, and he is the defending MVP and plenty of players around Jokic. David, thank you.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Jokic. Najee passes to Jokic. Morris kicks to Gordon. Pass to Jokic. Back to Gordon. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
A constant threat around the rim. Gordon is an agile big who just throws it down with ease.
In at the small and power forward, it's Ingles and Bogdanovich. Then it's MP. And it's Rudy Gobert. And it's Jerome in at the 2 guard. That's the group right now for Utah. Jokic against MP. That one falls.
13.
That gives him a double-double in this one. 10 points and 12 assists. Denver's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them. Morris looking over the floor. Here's Najee. The shot's good on the assist by Morris. Morris has got 3 assists now in this one. MP passes to Jerome. MP outside. Here's Bogdanovich. Good for his 9 to make and just 12 shots. That's an even 75% shooting.
And I like the commitment from Bogdanovich. Even when he gets knocked around, he stays focused.
That's his second personal
We're seeing a
foul.
lot of top high
First
school
team
players
foul.
opting for the G League over
In for the
college now,
Nuggets.
Greg. What's your advice to top young players on their path to the NBA?
Well, Kevin, I think you just answered it. It's their path. And I don't think the same path is right for everybody. There are going to be a lot of talented young men and women who want to go to college for the experience, you know, for the environment, for the networking, right? You're going to make some of the best friends you'll ever have on a college campus. Having said that, though, some kids aren't in the college, aren't in the school. They want to just go and pursue their passion and their craft, and that's why I think the G League and the developmental leagues that are out there are so good for these young players.
To the inside. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Big night for Gobert. This team has become more and more comfortable leaning on his offense.
Askenaji. And here's Smith. Just 5 to shoot. From 11 feet away, Gobert with the block.
And the reach and height of Gobert, it literally makes it impossible to score over him. He's able to get all over that shot.
MP outside. Here he goes. That one is good again. He's 6 to the floor with the basket.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
The shot's good from Smith.
There's some easy offense there. Keep finding looks in that area, and their shooting percentages tonight are going to be off the charts.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And Spurs great Tim Duncan recently inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame, and you played with him, Brent, for a handful of seasons. You won a couple rings. Any reflections?
Well, Tim was such a tremendous teammate and so welcoming to every player that he came across that walked into a Spurs locker room with the inherent trust he had from Coach Popovich that they were going to invite players that were going to come in and be about the right things. I just remember my first time visiting San Antonio, signing as a free agent, and the first person that I saw in the summer in the gym by himself shooting bank shots on the practice floor was one Tim Duncan. What a leader and what an all-time great.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Jazz.
And this was one that never really was in doubt. I thought an all-around dominant performance. You kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that in men. They just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so checking out the record for these guys tonight will mark win number 37 for them on the year.
And their dominance continues, guys, as they sweep the season series 4 games to none.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Rudy Gobert.
I like his aggressiveness here tonight, especially on the glass. He's not messing around.
He hits both from the stripe. 35 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Up top, Rivers, defended by Butler. Here's Smith. And out of bounds as the Jazz gain possession. We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked.
MP outside. And he drops the layup over there.
An impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going. Really on display here.
And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and
there goes your son. You want it and you got it.
Why are you trying to make this so easy?
Well, it's like you told me. I can't teach you how to be a man. It's your job.
Born alone with the motto is lift up to every word, overly proud of it, but knowing it's tag teams when you get to the heart of it. For all of us lucky enough to know where our fathers is, our father who out in the living room, you know where I'm attached, even when I'm attached to the stoop, thinking I'm doing more than I am. So you hand me the news like I know everything that you on. I'm actually you. I grew up outside just like the rest of us did, him included. Prayer hands up for all of the ways that I've been influenced. Fully loaded, one for the crew, stick it moving. 14 in my pop hands, hoping his grip will loosen, but if it didn't, he never was. So I was good on a couple decisions. Remember so-and-so had pulled out a bucket to pitching. I fell back when I would normally jump in position. Regretted it till they put everyone under the prison. That's like one of 100 times. But feeling obligated to jump up in front of the line, stuck in mind between a corner store and a blurry line. With it forever and the lobster is butterfly. Stuck in mind, down for whatever, nothing rides. But knowing how the end of that movie is underlined, and knowing my pop starred in that movie a couple times, I already knew the script. What a surprise. If memory serves me, I remember wondering what all of that work be. Posted on the same stoop like what the word be. But someone was always standing behind me to curb me from off where that curb be. If memory serves me, son, I remember jumping off the stoop.
There goes your son.
In NBA 2K22, the journey to legend is a little different. You're gonna have to reach level 40 in 4 separate seasons to take that legend title. Over the next few months, we'll be following the journey of 2 of our community members as they work to reach legend status. Take a look.
Like, it's dope content.
Joining us now is returning guest
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The Jazz coming down the tunnel earlier, ready to do battle on their home court. A great look at the Utah State, and we've got...
Hey, Brian, we've heard a lot of critique of some of the fouls that are called. Ask Warriors head coach Steve Kerr. He said, quote, "We've gotten out of control, gifting offensive players the ability to jump 3 or 4 feet."
All right, Alec, good stuff there. Makes a good point. And checking out Brooklyn's opening lineup. Harden at the 2 with Harris at small forward. Here we go. Marcus Aldridge out there with Kevin Durant. And it's Irving in at the 1. And for the Jazz, Ingles and Bogdanovich, your small and power forwards. MP is out there with Mitchell. And it's Gobert in at the 5 spot. And we're watching 2 highly disciplined defenses. Grant, when you look at the teams that aren't in that category, where do they usually fall short?
Well, BA, I call it the 3 C's. Commitment, comprehension, and communication. All 3 are needed to defend at the highest level. Now, if you're missing one, it degrades the others.
And that one's good.
Would have been impossible for KD to miss his teammate there. He was wide open.
MP to pass to Bogdanovich. MP against Durant. And the basket by MP.
Nice way to start the game. That's where you'd like to get your shots from.
Pass to Aldridge. Outside Harden. We played just over a minute here in the first. Irving for three. Yes. And a nice assist from Harden.
Dead eye and outside shooter that we have in the league. Irving has the ability to scorch you from there.
MP with it. Durant covering. And stolen by Irving.
Jazz foul, number 13. That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Harris outside. All sorts of time. Again, the Nets score.
Irving doing a nice job there being creative and efficient with that beautiful assist. You know, any talk of Harris, I think, has to start with the jump shot. A three-point contest champion. He hits close to half his attempts from beyond the arc, which is just ridiculous.
Now here's MP in the game against Denver. Very impressive.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Mitchell against Harden. Pass to Irving. Now here's Aldridge. The rebound by Ingles. And floor spacers like Harris continue to be the NBA's hottest commodity.
BA, in the day and age that we're in as far as the NBA goes, great value for floor spacer. And Harris's contract, $75 million over 4 years, talks about what you just said. How valuable and in demand guys like Harris are.
Killing goals, assisted.
First quarter of basketball. Just over 2.5 minutes played so far. Harden finds Durant. Over Bogdanovich. Nets keep it alive. Three-pointer, Harden. And again, it's the Nets missing. Utah trailing here. MP drives in. Uses the glass on the layup. MP's got 8 points.
In the NBA, you just can't let guys get to the rim.
The Nets have gone 3 of 7 so far. Oh, deflected. Gobert against Irving. Here's Aldridge. And Aldridge with the slam.
Well, he's so good around the basket. He doesn't really need to throw it down, but sometimes Aldridge just has to take advantage of it.
Here's MP. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
Only 1 miss in his first 6 shots. He's definitely brought his A game.
Outside Irving. Durant, pass to Harden. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Aldridge. It's good. Off the assist from Harden. Aldridge has gotten his second bucket of the game.
You know, there are some that say Aldridge likes his mid-range game a little too much, but hey, there's a lot to like about the way he shoots it from there.
And Utah calls time here.
Look at Harden. He doesn't beat you with great speed or by playing above the rim. He wins with pace, angles, and strength. As unique a scorer as we've seen in probably the last 30, 35 years in the NBA.
And the Nets making a change here. Griffin, he's checked in for Aldridge. Millsap comes in for Durant. Brown, he's checked in for James Harden. And it's Mills in for Kyrie Irving. Here's Brown, following the bucket by the Jazz. Pass to Mills. Lets it go. And there's another one for the Nets. Oh, another lead change. 6 total in the first half.
And this is the battle we were hoping to see.
MP no good.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lay-in.
Clarkson against Brown. Pass to Mills. Shot on the wing. And the shot falls short that time.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
Kicks it out to MP. Utah gets it back. Back to Whiteside. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That was good.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating. I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
So at the end of... And the imagination of Kyrie Irving finishing around the rim.
I can go back to being in my backyard.
Here for Utah. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Aldridge is checked in for Griffin. Durant comes in for Millsap. Harden, he's checked in for Harris. And Kyrie Irving is subbed in for Mills. Ingles and Bogdanovich, your small and power forwards. Mitchell out there with MP. And it's Gobert in at the 5. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz.
Thanks. Well, MP in their last game against the Nuggets delivered quite a performance. He had 18 points, and his assist total was through the roof. He had his handprint all over that game. Put up some big numbers. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Allie. Absolutely. He was a one-man show in that one, Grant.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same mentality tonight.
Yeah, you know, every night's different. They may try to double him. Might force him to adjust or force him to make plays with the pass instead. We'll see.
It's good. Durant's got 8 points.
Setting each other up beautifully. I love it. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. And that sends Rudy Gobert to the free throw line. It goes on Kyrie Irving. And Grant, you were a big wing with skill. That type of player very much in demand in today's game.
Well, I mean, today's NBA is all about versatility. Can you get it done offensively and defensively? Players with size and perimeter skills are very much invaluable to their team.
Now here's MP. 14 points for him. Pass to Ingles. MP against Durant. MP, the pass to Bogdanovich. Shoots over Durant. Oh, it misses. Had a chance to tie it. Here's Irving. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. That one on Mitchell.
You know, what comes to mind first when you think of Irving is his handwork. Rush hour tight, but also his dynamic ability as a scorer.
I'll tell you, man, Irving can do many things for your ball club. But at the top of the list, he's a tremendous shooter with great range and great confidence.
Now here's MP, giving them some good production, putting up just around 16.5 points a game. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And it's out of bounds. Still Utah's ball. Muscala, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. Millsap, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Harris comes in for Brown. MP, the pass to Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
And this is why Gobert shoots a high percentage, because he looks to finish with strength inside.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Irving. A shot from the mid-range. That one a tad offline, but it drops in for him. Irving's got 7 points.
That was some slick passing from Harden on that one.
And here's MP. 14 points for him. And there's a whistle. That'll go on Paul Millsap. So that'll be a second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. Good, MP. All right, the Jazz making a change here. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Yep, that one's good.
You know, Kent, it's hard to believe it, but a mid-range J from Harden, normally all we see is threes and attacks on the...
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Brooklyn has gotten 5 of their 9 attempts from deep to go. On the floor for Brooklyn, Harris and Durant in as the forwards. The star-studded backcourt of Irving and Harden. And it's Aldridge in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Durant on the attack. Utah with the rebound. And at home for the next game, it'll be New York pulling in to face him. MP, the pass to Gobert. MP against Harden. Back to Gobert. MP outside. Clock at 6. The Jazz need to get one up in a hurry. Bogdanovich, no good. The Nets with the lead. Harden drives in. And Harden with the jam.
And Harden, absolutely vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim for the epic throwdown.
And that was our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, bringing you the sauce. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
That's his second personal foul.
Free throw good. MP for the Jazz. Pascal, he's checked in for Gobert. And Clarkson subbed in for Ingles. And a change for the Nets. Griffin's checked in. And if you're just joining us, we've played just over a minute here in the third. Outside Irving. Driving to the basket. Yes. And a nice assist from Harden. Harden's got his 5th assist in this one.
Slashing to the rim with so much precision and skill. Irving, nearly impossible to contain when he spots a lane and decides to drive.
Pascal passes to MP. Book it again. 7 for 12 and going after defense.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
And that's a foul. Called on Donovan Mitchell.
That's his third
foul so far.
He didn't have his feet planted.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
Gay's checked in for Utah. Jerome comes in for Donovan Mitchell. Outside Harden. Just 5 on the clock. And here's Mills from the arc. Knocks down the triple. Mills has got 7.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
MP with it. Durant covering. Pascal takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Outside Durant. Goes up at the stripe. That shot off the mark. Now the Jazz take it the other way. Pass to MP. Inside. Here's Pascal. Good. And the assist goes to MP. And now just a 4-point Brooklyn lead.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision excellent.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Right side Harden. And the shot goes down.
All game long, he's been getting to his spots, and the defense has yet to adjust.
Utah calls timeout.
And you look at Harden's endurance, able to give 100% night in and night out. And he plays as many minutes as you need.
All right, the Jazz making a change here. Whiteside's checked in. Millsap, he's checked in for Brooklyn. The Jazz have gotten 3 or 4 shots to fall so far in the third. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. Well, you want to talk about a super team. Last season, the Brooklyn Nets became the only team in NBA history to boast 6 players who've made it all NBA over their career. Guys, the roster has changed just a bit, but make no mistake, this team remains loaded in a way we don't see too often.
No question, Allie. Good stuff there. Thanks. You know, Grant, watching Harden, he always seems to be an attack mode.
And he's consistent about it, too, B.A. A lot of guys are aggressive in spurts. Harden is looking to make a play every moment he's on the floor.
MP, the pass to Gay. Kicks it out to MP. Back to Gay. Clarkson outside. Pure from 3-point range. Clarkson's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Improving shot mechanics. Good height on that jumper. Nice arc. I like what I see there from Clarkson.
Harris down low. He's covered by Clarkson. Harris misses. Here's MP. Ooh, excellent D there from Mills. Brooklyn has gotten 6 of 10 three-pointers to drop. Fires the three, and it's Harris. That time on the assist from Griffin. Harris has got 11.
You know, like a lot of shooters, Harris prefers to release off a pass, catch and shoot, not the dribble.
Got it. They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
To the wing, right side. And here's Mills for 3. No luck on that one. MP against Griffin. MP left side. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And now it's just a 2-point Nets lead.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen.
That takes us to the end of the third quarter. What a game. Neither team giving ground. It's the Nets up by 2. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Ingles and Bogdanovich, your small and power forwards. MP is out there with Donovan Mitchell. And it's Gobert in at the center position. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. They're tying up. That's tipped. Ooh, stolen by Harden. Here's Irving. It's good. Off the assist from Harden. Harden's got assist number 8 now on the night. Now here's MP. Takes it inside. Ooh, he's looking good tonight. He's drilled 9 of 15 so far.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
With a tough road ahead, they worked hard to get a good shot.
Irving against MP. And there's a whistle. That'll go on Paul Millsap. That's his third foul of the game. Kevin Durant, he's checked in for Millsap.
Now into the lineup for the Nets.
MP against Aldridge. To the inside. And stolen by Irving. About a minute and a half into the fourth now. No good that time.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
To the middle. Tipped. Back to MP. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Down low. Gobert with the bucket.
And this is where you get Gobert the ball. With his size and length, he's so tough to stop from there.
And Gobert with the big finish.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth now. MP with it. To the paint. Here's Bogdanovich. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist.
Excellent fundamentals by Bogdanovich. I mean, he really excels at keeping his balance even when the defense tries to get physical with him.
Harden, the pass to Durant. Irving for 3. And count it. 5 for 7.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
MP, the pass to Bogdanovich. And the layup falls.
Punctuating the flow of the game with a big bucket right there. Bogdanovich making his imprint.
Pass to Durant. We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in.
2 minutes remaining.
Second chance effort. And the layup is up and in. Durant's got 4 points this quarter.
No stage too big for KD. You need a basket? He's your man.
Now Mitchell. Bogdanovich with it. Guarded by Durant. MP outside. And the bucket is good. MP's got 25 points in the game.
And a tight one like this, you have to trust in his ability.
Yeah, I agree with you, Greg. I mean, he plays with no fear, and he certainly knows how to put the ball in the basket. Or controlling the paint well, protecting the rim. That's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
Ingles passes to MP. Drives to the hoop. And it's in there. That's now just a 1-point Nets lead.
And you want them taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind the layup. Come on now.
Harris outside. 1:03 left to play in the fourth quarter. Up top Durant, defended by Gobert. Outside for Harden. Over MP. The rebound by Ingles. A critical possession with time winding down.
Yeah, this is their moment.
Harden against MP. Pass to Gobert.
Oh, great to see guys who don't back down on the court.
Confident in the biggest moment of the game.
Yes.
Timeout call. Brooklyn. They trail by 1. 35 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Presenting a New Balance player of the game, Kyrie Irving.
What an unbelievable offensive performance from him. I mean, it's been crazy fun to watch him just go off.
I mean, the defense had no chance. He just kept scoring over and over again.
I was able to listen in on what Steve Nash was going over with his team. He told them the victory was within their grasp, saying, "Coach, you've got all the tools you need to win. Now it's about closing. Guys, we'll see if they're up for the task."
Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. MP against Durant. MP outside. Missed it.
You can't block it. Sending him to the line to be the next best thing.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give him a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. If they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence. They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
The three from Aldridge.
The winner at the buzzer. It doesn't get any better.
Phenomenal finish. A three at the horn. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I guess really that's about the only way we could expect a game like this to close the curtain.
And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. And this was an emotional win for them. No doubt about it.
That's crazy.
There goes your son. You wanted him, you got him.
Why you trying to make it so easy?
Well, it's like you told me. I can't teach him how to be a man. It's your job.
Born alone what the motto is. Lived up to every word, overly proud of it. But knowing it's tag teams when you get to the heart of it. For all of us lucky enough to know where our fathers is. Our father who out in the living room. Know where I'm attached, even when I'm attached to the stool. Thinking I'm doing more than I am till you hand me the news. Like I know everything that you on. I'm actually you. I grew up outside just like the rest of us did. Him included. Prayer hands up for all of the ways that I've been influenced. Fully loaded. One for the crew. Stick and moving. 14 in my pop hands. Hoping his grip will loosen. But if it didn't, he never was. So I was good on a couple decisions. Remember so-and-so and pulled out a bucket to pitching. I fell back when I would normally jump in position. Regretted it till they put everyone under the prison. That's like 1 of 100 times. But feeling obligated to jump up in front the line. Stuck a mind between the corner store and the blurry line. With it forever and the lobster is butterfly. Stuck a mind down for whatever. Nothing rides. But knowing how the end of that movie is underlined, and knowing my pop starred in that movie a couple times, I already knew the script. What a surprise. If memory serves me, I remember wondering what all of that work be. Posted on the same stool, like what the word be. But someone was always standing behind me to curb me from off where that curb be. If memory serves me, son, I remember jumping off the stoop all thirsty, but being taught that the corner won't ever deserve me. And someone was always standing behind me to curb me from off where that curb be. If memory serves me, I was born in Kings County beside me.